It started right now. This guy staring into the camera like, what?
Just
Yeah, it's already
reading shit,
started.
innit,
Yeah,
man? I
cool.
like.
So the Circus Podcast,
Is it called the
another
Circus
video.
Podcast?
Circus Podcast, that was the name that
Clown shit.
materialized out of nothing. So clown shit, clown talking.
Clown shit. Fair
But
enough.
guys know me, Wham. I'm joined by this clown, um,
Hello.
younger brother. So, you can see the resemblance, not, but but
I did the
we've
eyebrows and I
got.
saw the
I
resemblance.
said,
I can't
but
lie. Only time in my whole
but
life I've seen a resemblance with your bitch ass.
but
Crazy.
yeah. So we've got a bunch of topics to talk about. Some of them make sense, some of them don't. It's a fucking podcast. So if you don't like it, suck nuts. Outside of that,
Consensually.
should we just go tit for tat, like tennis? So I do my topic, you do your topics, and then that's it. Fair's cool.
Definitely,
Um,
definitely.
so guess we'll start with Invincible since episode came out the other day.
It's probably the
When
only
did it
thing
come
we
out?
both like have a common
Well, it's the
ground
only
in.
thing we both really like. Uh, because this guy's like a football nerd, so
I've
he's gonna
literally
yap
got
about football for a bit.
Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, like starting like on my other screen right now,
You're a nutter, but
mate. Like, anyhow, Invincible.
yeah. I will pick up on the football shit, so we can have common ground, yeah. But as it stands, Invincible's the start, right? So, um, first things first, Invincible's animation has been trashed most of the season.
Since the show
Uh,
started, bruv.
since the show started, to be honest, there's been a lot of PNGs. I feel like it's gotten a bit worse in terms of the PNG shit. But
Someone was trying to say, the second fight with Conquest. I was
yeah,
watching a review in it because nothing better than some
mm,
football analysis, like not football, like anything analysis, right? And I was
yeah.
watching a review, and someone was like, "Oh, like they really done well with the like animation for the second fight," and I was like, I was
No,
watching the
no.
second fight, being like, they
What fight?
phoned this shit in.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Like,
They
you
did.
gotta deep it. Like, you watch JJK. I was born and raised on like Naruto and shit. Like, or just, or you fucking like Avatar, The Last Airbender. Yeah,
Yeah,
is it
it's
that
not the
deep?
same.
These man, how much are they paying for these voice actors? Yeah, but they can't slide the animation team like £5. Crazy.
I was talking about that. I was saying, why is it that they're having like random side characters be played by like A-list actors for like what 30 seconds of screen time, and you're telling me you can't like throw an extra $50 to the fucking animators?
You see, like I don't mind like the kind of cool special guesting. I kind of fuck with it, but like I think it's just like it's poor
I think it
management.
only makes sense when it's on like a sitcom or when it's on something like Friends or like or the what's that really shit show that I hate? The one I've got so much gripe about, Big Bang Theory. I hate that show. But
Nah, but no,
I could make a
Friends is
whole podcast
perfect,
about
bro.
how much I hate that show.
Friends is
But like
perfect because you'll have
it'd be
motherfuckers
Friends.
walk in and be like, "Sorry guys, am I late?"
Sorry guys, and then everyone's clapping and yelling and hollering and hooting. It'll be like George Clooney just randomly steps into the cafe, and it's just some shit like that. But when it's an animation, you don't know who it is most of the time,
Mm.
unless you really distinctively recognize the voice. Like everyone recognizes the Optimus Prime voice for Thaddeus. What was it, Thaddeus or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone recognizes that voice. But outside of that,
hold tight, him
some people
caning
are.
all them man.
Yeah, but like outside of that, it's like no one knows who the rest of these guys are.
Mm.
So why are you spending an extra 10 mil? You're fucking Amazon Prime, bro.
I think especially as
And
it's
not,
one of those things where it's like you'll only realize it if you accidentally move your cursor or some shit, and it's
yeah.
it's like
And then it says these actors, and you're like, oh.
crazy.
But
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
like an extra 200,000 for me to be like, oh, it's that guy. What?
But ain't no one asked. So like
No one asked.
instead,
And it's like, oh, do you know what another thing is? So the writer of the show,
see?
uh, needs to be stoned. He needs to be stoned. I can't lie, because someone came up with a theory which makes perfect sense. All you need to do is say yes. They were saying, you might have heard it before, the whole adrenaline
Oh yeah,
theory,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Where it's like, oh, when and even Conquest brings it up, getting angry doesn't make you stronger, right?
Yeah.
But it's like,
I
okay,
think
you
he was
can
just saying
say
that as
that.
like a bar though, you know what I mean?
He was just saying that as a bar, right? And it's a cold
That was
bar.
just Negan
But then
talking.
it's like, you need to make it make sense that Mark can get through some of these fights because there's a fight later on. I'm not gonna mention there's a fight
Spoiler
later on
alert.
that he kind of wins, and it's like, how are you gonna explain that he's just magically stronger
Mm,
without being like, well, he's half human, so he's got adrenaline. Like that's so easy to just say that.
mm,
And it's like for him, he was like, do you know what he said? I think the writer said something like, "Oh, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard."
mm.
And it's like, bro, oh
It was
man, it's
Kirkman
like, bro,
himself. It was Kirkman himself in an
yeah,
interview saying that, oh, like, because everyone was validating it, being like, oh, well, it's
mm,
got to be the adrenaline, but like they could have at least said it. And I was thinking, oh yeah, like it's one of them ones where, like, you know, it doesn't need to be said. Like we're all humans with adrenaline. Like we
yeah,
kind of know in it. Like everyone's heard those things of like pregnant mum being able to lift a car to save her kids and that. But
yeah.
then like, bro could have just shut his mouth, like.
He could have nodded his head.
Yeah, and then just all of a sudden he's like, actually, no, 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 that's bullshit." And it's like, well, then now it makes no sense at all. Like,
Exactly.
bro's just got plot armor. Like, the adrenaline was like, you know, you could get, wait, Harry Kane's hairline's moving mad.
It's that bad.
But like, you
Yes.
could have just been like, oh, that's the case. But no, he decided to. That's what happens when like niggas talk too much, man. Like, just shut your mouth.
Yeah, it's like if someone's trying to give, like, if your show isn't as smart as you think it is, and someone's added a level of intellectual value to it,
Mm,
and then you're sitting there like in your head, you're thinking, "Oh, I didn't think of that." All you need to do is, "Yeah, I did do that,"
yeah, especially as
because
this
someone's
accident,
gone
innit?
big brain on it, and it's not even that smart. But now they've made it even smarter than it is. All you
Mm.
need to be like is, "Yeah, I did mean that. Thank you for like adding context to something that had no context."
They really polyfilled his fuck up, and he was like, no, 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 expose it.
He's like, expose it, let everyone see this. And the last thing I'm gonna talk about until I let you talk about your topic is the whole Thrag thing. Thrag in the comics, as most people know, is a 12-foot
Already?
Thanos sized.
Oh,
Oh god.
already?
There's a
What?
football nerd right here, right here, right here. Oh
What?
dear. Oh dear, what
It's
happened?
been 30 seconds.
What's happened?
It's been
The
30
game.
seconds, yeah. Real Madrid is
What's
already
happened?
they've leveled up. So basically, this is the second leg of the quarterfinals, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich, yeah. Bayern Munich, arguably the best team in Europe right now, yeah. But we've just seen an absolute fucking hooner from these man, and the Turkish boy himself, Arda
Ula.
Güler, yeah, Manuel Neuer, brother, 41, still playing football, Unk status,
What is no
crazy.
bro? No, he's got that
Brother
fucking
passed
soldier serum in him.
directly to these. Oh my days.
It's only 2 minutes into the fucking game.
Not even 2 minutes. The clock's still going. We've not even hit, brother, 30 seconds of gameplay. And he's hooned
Fucking
it
hell.
like that.
Long
Sorry.
day.
My bad,
Long
my
long
bad, my
day for
bad.
them.
Yeah,
Long day for them.
yeah, like,
Yeah, so on the
Thrag, right?
on the thing with Thrag, right? In the comics, he's a 12-foot beast. He's genuinely bigger than I feel like every Viltrumite that we ever see
Mm,
in the whole show. Um, he's very angular. Someone mentioned this. Don't know TikToker's name, but he was mentioning that like he's very angular. Like everything on him is sharp. His jawline sharp, hairline sharp. Like even his muscles, he looks sharp, right?
right, meat riding. But yeah, go
You know, meat riding, but I mean it's Thrag, so
on. Bro
there
said
you
it's
are.
acceptable.
But he's genuinely a demon. Like they got the joke where it's like I don't think he smiles once in the comics.
Mm.
I think he smiles once when he's fighting Battle Beast, maybe. Oh, that's a spoiler, but yeah.
I mean, can't lie.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
If you've actually consumed like Invincible media outside of watching the show and you've looked
Then you
into a
know
comment
what the
section,
fuck
you've
happens.
probably
Yeah,
had everything like ruined. Like, you know, okay,
yeah.
like you should probably preface this whole thing with like a little une petite spoiler warning, but
Like
also
an alert.
yeah,
Yeah.
like just but come on, like if you've looked into a comment section, motherfuckers just be like, oh well, he dies, he dies. It's like
Actually, yeah, fucking
yeah,
nuts.
instantly exposed. But nah, it's
But what they've done to him in the show is honestly blasphemous.
mm,
Because I feel like Nolan looks more like Thrag than Thrag does.
nah,
Like, how is it you can't draw angles? Just
nah.
make him a foot taller than Nolan and make him look a bit scarier by making his jawline sharper.
I'm holding out hope, yeah. I'm holding out hope because it's one of those ones where it's like there's always going to be something to complain about regarding the animation for
There,
it.
there is.
Like,
Yeah.
and also, I've heard a lot of discourse about the voice acting for it. And it's like the only reason why there's discourse about this is because we had Negan for Conquest, yeah? Now,
Yeah.
another sloppy pass. Hey, it's going to be a long day. Now, realistically speaking, what they should have done, yeah, is save like I know he has an actual name, but I only know him as Negan, so I'm gonna refer to him as Negan. But like they should have used him for Thrag. Like using him for Conquest is low key like bringing on Ronaldo for the first half and bringing him off before the rest of the match finishes.
That's fair.
Like,
The only counter to that is the guy that they've got in a lot of the TikTok edits that they wanted to do Conquest
mm,
is the voice actor who played Thor in the God of War 2.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Bro,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
bro,
I've heard those. I
yeah,
heard when
that's real
you
shit.
said TikTok
That's
edits,
real
I thought,
shit.
nigga, who, like I thought you meant like just some random TikToker who's just like got like clout or something. Like there's
A lot,
a
a lot of people are a lot of people are saying the whole oh, but his voice being deeper doesn't mean it's scarier. I can't lie, it fucking does, but shut up. Shut your mouth.
blatantly,
Like
blatantly.
blatantly. If you're a fucking like 12-foot behemoth and you've got a light voice, something doesn't mix, bro. He's supposed to be scary. Get an actor with a deep voice. No hate against the actor either, because he's actually a fucking great actor outside of this. But I don't know where the clash is happening, because like the latest episode, it was decent. I can't lie, it was pretty decent, right?
Mm.
And in terms of like Invincible is concerned, it was a great episode. But I mean,
Don't spoil it for me, man.
no, 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 no. But when you watch that and then you watch an episode of Last Airbender,
Chalk and cheese.
like, bro, like you can't compare the two. Like, what's going on here? I don't know, man. And you think Amazon Prime have got enough money, but apparently they don't. But yeah, that was what I wanted to yap about. Let me just make sure I've covered all of that stuff instead of like ending the podcast and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't speak about this. But
Nah, bro, you were itching for
no,
that
cool,
one,
cool,
man.
cool.
You were itching
Yeah,
for
I was
that
itching
one.
for that one. But yeah, I'll let you get into your topic. What are you gonna yap about?
Well,
Tell us, bro.
to be
Tell us.
perfectly honest,
While he's watching the game,
there's
yeah.
a I'm watching both games at the same time, man. Oh my god! Oh
Again?
my god! Hey, Bayern Munich. Hey, this is hey yo, this is gonna
Who?
be a
Who?
game.
Who? Who? Pavlovich.
Yeah, bro, Bayern Munich literally just scored. Literally just scored. I was thinking to myself, like, okay, like you've stumbled a little bit, like you've got the whole situation where like you've conceded a goal within 30 seconds, yeah. Corner comes in, like just really poor defending. That is so bad. That is so bad. I literally just flicked onto the Arsenal game because I was, because that's the next topic I was going to jump onto. Yeah, that's why I flicked onto the
Okay.
Arsenal game. But
Okay.
yeah, Bayern Munich just equalized. It's now 3-2 on aggregate again. We'll see what I go on for it. But you know what hate watching is, right?
Oh yeah, I do it all the time.
You know what
Yeah,
hate
all
watching
the
is,
time.
right? So
100.
for context, like, we have family members who are Arsenal fans. Our older sister's an Arsenal fan. We have cousins who are Arsenal fans, right? And as of about a month ago, maybe 4 weeks ago, give or take, Arsenal were on track to do what they call the quadruple, right? Now, the quadruple is when you win the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League, and the Champions League, yeah? Now, I hate Man City. I can't stand that club, yeah? Everyone around me knows, yeah? Like, within a 5-minute interaction with me, as you can tell already, it's been 14. You now know I hate Man City, right? Fuck that club, yeah? And that's a whole nother debate. I can talk about hate for Man City every day of the week, yeah, for hours. But I'm like, I don't know Man City fans. I know Arsenal fans. So it's one of those ones where it's like, fuck, if these men do anything, yeah, I'd rather it be them over City, but I'm gonna have to hear it, right? I'm gonna have to see it. Like, you see
Fairs,
Arsenal
fairs,
fans in the
fairs.
street, like niggas wear Arsenal
Yeah.
t-shirts, right? So, like I said,
Clowns.
3, 4 weeks ago, Arsenal are on for what they call the quadruple to win all of these tournaments, all these competitions, all these trophies, and they haven't won a trophy in the last 6 years, haven't won a Premier League in the last 20 years, and they've never won a Champions League. In fact, they've never won a European Cup that still exists. Last time they won a European Cup was, I think, 1990 something, and that competition is now
Me.
discontinued. These men are dead, yeah?
Discontinued, he
So I'm
said.
thinking, yo, if Arsenal win the quadruple, yeah, I'm gonna have to hide for like a whole year, man. These men are gonna crawl out their little dirty holes. Like, if you know about like one side of the internet, football side of the internet, everyone hates Arsenal, yeah? Everybody hates these men, yeah? When I tell you with a burning passion, yeah? So everyone's like, oh, nah, they can't do this. But this is the thing. Track record has shown Arsenal have bottled it. Now, what do I mean Arsenal have bottled it? Like I said, they've not won a trophy in the last 6 years, yeah? And also, the last three Premier Leagues, they've all come second, and they really should have won those leagues, yeah? You know, last year they just capitulated very easily and just gave it to Liverpool by basically like March, February time. Year before that, capitulated late, City took it. Year before that, capitulated late, City took it, right?
Mm.
So we've set the base now, and I have to set the base because we don't know anything about football. Yeah, this ain't even for motherfuckers watching it. Niggas watching it are probably already like just laughing because they know what I'm getting to, right? Manchester City versus Arsenal, Carabao Cup final. Now, this is the first trophy that Arsenal can win. Yeah, everyone's like, if Arsenal win this, this is the propeller. Yeah, this is the springboard to the rest of the season, right? These man put in a limp dick performance, bruv. They get molested. There's no other way to say it. Yeah, they get their asses handed to them, yeah. Get smoked 2-0 by them. A fucking right back, Leo Riley, yeah, O'Reilly, right? Comes in, scores two goals against these man. You have Ryan Cherky doing kick-ups on the pitch in a final at Wembley, yeah. And Arsenal spineless, yeah. These man look limp the whole match. They had nothing to show for it apart from the literally only opportunity they had was the first 3 minutes. Nothing after that. Absolutely nothing. So you got the crowd singing second again, ole ole. They're taking the piss. But then
Jesus.
Arteta comes out and he's like, no, 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 we will use this as fight, yeah? Now, another thing about Arteta, yeah, he's clearly a good manager, but he pisses me off, yeah? This man has TikTok hype edits in the training
He
ground,
does.
yeah? Like, whilst these men are
I've
training.
seen them.
And the fact that you've seen them is the craziest
Yeah.
bit, yeah? Like, oh my days. So this guy's an like, absolute fool, right? But they've already lost one tournament. Then we get to the FA Cup, yeah? They're playing Southampton, right? Southampton are in the championship. This is easy pickings. Then they lose to Southampton. Now they're out of two competitions. They lost the final of one, yeah? Lost to a championship. So that's a whole division lower, yeah? Yeah. Now everyone's like, oh, no, they're slipping, yeah? Literally this weekend, what do they go and do? They go and lose to Bournemouth. They lose 2-1 to Bournemouth. And now the gap is 6 points between them and City. City have a game in hand, yeah. And on top of City having a game in hand, they get to still play Arsenal. So not only did they bottle the Carabao Cup, not only did they bottle the
Now we got a third party coming in.
uh, but yeah, moral of the story, they fumbled the bag so hard. So now I'm hoping they can fumble the bag in the Champions League as well. Because if they fumble the bag in two competitions already, Premier League as well, this will be the most sensational fumble in sports hit. Like
Wait, 4 cups you're saying?
they're out of two. They lost the final
Wow,
of one.
2.
Southampton kicked them out of the next one. The Premier League, they're hanging on
Mm,
by a thread. Yeah, City will catch them, man. Yeah, City will
mm.
catch them, and it's not going to be good. Yeah, because they've got a game in hand. They've still got to play Arsenal. Arsenal are spineless right now, and right now I'm watching them play against Sporting Lisbon, and they look scared. They're playing at home, and they look scared. Like,
Morale. Morale down.
bruv, ah, this is what I need. This is what I need. Because again, if City win, who cares? Who really cares? Yeah. That
If Arsenal win, yeah, you're
I
not going to
see
hear a loss
people
of it,
walking
yeah.
around with too much pride, too much enthusiasm. I don't need that in my life. I don't.
That's fair.
It's a
That's fair.
long day. There's nothing better than these man because they just keep failing. They just keep failing. And
I love a hater.
the funniest thing is as well, right now they've got a mad injury crisis. They've got a pretty bad injury crisis, but they've
Mm.
spent so much money, yeah, and they're still just like there's still no improvement. Victor Gyökeres, trash. Eze, all of Eze's goals have been scored against Tottenham. Again, trash. You're still playing Martinelli. Saka is like unbelievably overrated. Like Saka's been dead for the last 2 years. Yeah, we've got to call a spade a spade. Oh,
Damn.
bruh. Yeah, nah.
How old is he now?
Saka's
What,
like,
23?
he's like, I'd say he's like, what, maybe 26, 25? He's not young anymore. He's older than me. I'm pretty
Damn.
sure he is. I could VAR that. Yeah. Fact check, yeah. Shouldn't be lying on podcasts.
People in the comments. Actually,
Facts, facts, facts. Definitely,
immediately you get one thing wrong.
let's say
It's all
Bakayo
over.
Saka. Yeah, Saka age. Oh, he's 24.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, 23, 24 ish.
Ah, he was born in Ealing as well. Crazy.
Yuck.
I thought you were gonna say that.
Oh, fucking
Ooh,
A then, he said. Down a fucking road.
literally.
Rest in piss.
But this is the thing, like, which Loki leads on to the other thing I was gonna like chat about, which is Italy, right?
Okay.
So, what if you could like, you don't watch enough football, and I know you have no idea what's going on, right? So this is perfect.
Okay. Okay, fair.
Give me a description of where you would think Italy should be in terms of like, a footballing nation.
A lot of European teams are pretty good, but I mean, lately they haven't been great, have they? I can't lie, they haven't been great lately.
I mean,
Uh,
where would you
I'd
put them?
probably put them right now. They'd be like just out of the top 10, maybe.
Just out of the top 10, yeah? So how well do you think they'll do in this World Cup?
Bro, like,
Do you think they'll
are they gonna get out of the groups? Are they gonna get out of the group stages?
fair,
I
fair,
can't see
fair.
them get out of group stages. I'll be real.
They're not going to the World Cup.
Okay, fair, fair, fair.
This is why it's good, yeah. They've not gone to the World Cup. This time, they didn't go to Qatar in 2022, yeah. They didn't go to Russia in
Damn.
2018, yeah. The last time they were in a World Cup, they didn't make it out of the group stage. The last time they played a knockout match in a World Cup, period, was 2006 when they won it.
What's happened to all the Italian players, bro? Or they're making pizzas
You
now.
know how they got
Fuck.
the Epstein files?
Uh,
Wait, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You know how they've got the Epstein files? There's a thing called the Baggio files, yeah? Roberto Baggio,
okay,
yeah?
yeah,
Not on a
yeah,
dead ass, right? There's a thing called the
yeah.
Baggio files, yeah? Roberto Baggio, one of the legends of Italian football, yeah, in 2010 was basically put forth in a role for Italy to essentially try and like fix the issue that they had, yeah? Like they didn't do too well in the 2010 World Cup, so they said, okay, we'll put you in place. He's a legend. He's won the World Cup with them. We need to try and put Italian football where it should be. Yeah. You also got to
Okay,
remember, back in the 90s, Italian football was the premier division in Europe, in the world, right? Italy was the best
okay.
team like in the world as well. So there's evidence for that. But then everything's gone to the
Mm,
shitter. So in 2010, they instate him to basically try and give us some help to get everything back up. Yeah. And he stays in
mm.
that role for 3 years and then he quits. And he says, these men ain't doing shit. Yeah. They ain't trying to change anything with the academies, with the stadiums, with the league itself. Nothing. Yeah. They're stuck in their old ways. Yeah. And he quits. 3 years there. He made a 900-page document. Yeah. Documenting what needs to be done with Italian football. And it's literally called the Baggio Files. Yeah. Since they didn't make it to the World Cup most recently, yeah, where they lost to Bosnia Herzegovina, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I butchered that. Whoever's gonna slate me, my bad, innit? But like, the funniest thing is, not only were they laughing because they were like, "Oh, we got Bosnia. That's an easy win," and then lose, right? They're like the head of like they have like the heads of like football in different countries. So in England they call it the
Yeah.
FA. The equivalent for that in Italy, he's gone. The manager for Italy, he's gone as well. And now all
Mm.
Italians are basically literally calling for the Baggio files to be released because they're
It's
like
oh
they're a
man.
country that have won 4 World Cups in their history, but they
Mm.
haven't been to a World Cup in the last 3 years. The last time they played a knockout was 2006, and Mbappe's just fumbled. Mbappe's been so sloppy recently, so sloppy recently.
He's
But like, bro, when I tell you, like, I was watching that like Italy
well,
Bosnia
France are
game.
gonna win. France must win. They have to.
Kylian, ooh, they, to be honest,
Their team looks nasty.
they've got like the reigning Ballon d'Or in Dembele. Dembele just
Dembele.
absolutely, rear-ended Merseyside last night. Absolutely spanked Liverpool. You got Desiree Doué. Des Desiree Doué. They got Michael Elise. They've got the aura farm in from like France is actually on a crazy thing. Yeah, actually on a
That's
crazy
fair. That's fair.
like they even like the people that can't make it, like Hugo Ekitike, one of the like brilliant up and coming strikers. Yeah, literally popped
Mm.
up in the last 2 years. Bro got injured yesterday. That don't mean shit to nothing. Yeah, they've got the craziest attack. Yeah, like Deschamps is probably the manager. Deschamps, he's probably gonna bring back like N'Golo Kante because he can. Yeah, like absolute
Man.
engine man himself. But I can't lie. If I'm putting my money on anyone to win the World Cup, it's got to be Spain, man, and it's got to be Yain, that Moroccan Spanish boy, bruv, Lamine Yamal, bruv,
You really think Spain?
bruv. No, no, no. I don't think Spain will win the World Cup. I think Lamine will win the World Cup. That man will put that whole team on his back and carry them, man.
That man, that kid.
Bro, that minor, yeah, that minor, yeah, bro had to change in different changing rooms for the last how long, yeah, because there was
Fair. Because there were men in the changing rooms.
because there was
My
man
days.
about, yeah, but like literally speaking, like the stuff that man can do, like it's crazy calling him man. Bro's literally only got like hair on his chest 5 weeks ago, but like you know, it's crazy the stuff he can do, like with the ball at his feet. He's a one-man team sometimes.
I
Like,
just hope he doesn't become a Neymar. Because remember, Neymar was like when he was coming up, it was like, oh my days. People were like, bro, this is the next Ronaldo,
bruh,
and then Neymar just fizzled
bro,
out.
I remember watching Neymar at Santos compilations at like like Auntie's house, just like thinking, "Yo, what is this kid doing?" Like, he's just
He's a demon.
absolute demon. And then
But it was the money. It was the money, bro.
well, it's a little bit of everything, right? So obviously he
Yeah,
goes from Santos like to Barcelona. Yeah, he's kind of following in like, Santos obviously is Pele's team, and then obviously going from Brazil to like Barcelona, you've instantly got the Ronaldinho connections, right? And he's playing with
yeah,
Messi and Suarez. That's where you get the MSN, yeah. But
yeah,
as
yeah,
long as he's at Barcelona, he will always be second to Messi. Yeah, which is
yeah.
understandable.
Facts.
I don't even think that's that bad. You know what I mean?
No,
So like, but in his head, he wants to be the best. He wants to be the one to win the Champions League, to get the Ballon d'Or.
yeah,
Like, so it's one of those. He goes to PSG, 230 mil, 230 mil for a man, for a singular man. Crazy. And then the thing
ridiculous.
is, in his first season at PSG, he's acing it. Yeah, he's the man. Everything's cool. But then they buy Kylian Mbappe the next year. And
Mm,
if you know about memes, yeah, you know this man's a
yeah,
dictator. Yeah, this man's
yeah,
an
yeah.
actual dictator. Yeah, yeah. Ayatollah Mbappe,
Stalin,
bruv.
bro. Stalin.
Ayatollah. You know them ways there. And then I think he just wasn't a fan of Mbappe being a big fish there as well. And then all of a sudden, the injuries, his sister's birthday. There's this thing, right? Every year, without fail, he attends his sister's birthday, but he'll produce a
Yeah,
fugazi reason. He'll be like, "Oh, I'm injured," and because he's always injured, it's a viable thing, in it. But then you'll see him out
yeah.
here clubbing with his sister, like every single year.
So just say you're cooking your sister's birthday, bro. Like
Like
multi-millionaire, bro.
literally, we all
Fuck
know.
yeah.
But then he's just, I think after that move to PSG, he
Mm.
lost his passion for it. Like he also lost the Champions League final to Bayern Munich in the COVID year, so that must have been a bit of a stinker. The injuries
And
got
also the
worse.
money you're on at like at 24, he was on no less than that. He was on like money where it's like if that money hits your account, bro, I genuinely it's changing your mind is
Well,
altering
that's
immediately.
what happens with so many footballers nowadays. Like you get to a point where like it's life changing like sums of
Why
money.
should you? I'll be honest, bro. Like if I started playing rugby tomorrow, and I was making that kind of money,
Mm,
my love of the sport would drop immediately
mm.
because then it's like, why am I putting my body through all of this rigorous training, damage, and I've got 100 mil in my account?
Well, you know what? That actually segues perfectly to like the fucking
Mm, yeah, yeah, yeah.
the whole fighter pay stuff, man.
My
The
days.
whole fighter
Yeah.
pay situation, man. Like,
I've got a question then. I've got a question just to like add to that. Saying that if you pay people too much,
mm.
because now I'm gonna sound like a dictator. If you pay people too much, it sound like Dana White.
Yeah,
If you pay,
bro said,
if,
"Whoop de fucking do,
fuck,
watch the fucking
yeah, what do
fights,
you
huh?"
fucking do, guys? Like if like Dana says, you can outsell you out price yourself out of a fight, right? Oh, John Jones
He
was
wanted
asking
Deontay
for
Wilder
like
money.
he wanted Deontay Wilder money, right? And you ask for 30 mil, right? But then let's say he gets 30 mil,
Mm.
then does UFC become a circus, a clown show, circus podcast? You know,
Now,
a clown.
the thing is, like, it's a sticky situation, right? And I think
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey put it best, right? So
Oh, fucking Ronda
nah, nah,
Rousey,
nah, nah, nah,
God,
nah, nah, nah,
yeah.
nah. We're not talking about her,
Can't stand, can't stand
we're
her.
not
Yeah.
talking about her elbows flared boxing, yeah. This goalkeeper's dog shite. This goalkeeper's dog like he almost fumbled the bag again for Real Madrid. But anyhow, sorry. The thing is, right, like so you know how she's fighting Nina, right? Nina Serrano on Netflix. She's fighting Nina Serrano. Ngannou's fighting some Tin Can. Diaz is fighting what's his face?
Fucking.
Uh, the 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 white guy who says he's a black guy and he had his girlfriend walk him
Oh,
Iron Mike.
Michael Perry, Mike Perry,
Yeah,
Mike
Iron.
Perry. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Iron Mike Perry, right? Uh,
She spoke. Yeah, God is a fucking wanker. But go
Bruh,
ahead,
big
continue.
facts.
Yeah,
But like, so they're fighting on Netflix, right? As a part of
yeah,
this
yeah.
promotion, as like Jake Paul's promotion. I can't remember what it's called, right?
Oh,
But she
fucking
revealed
hell.
in the press conference that like, oh, she was actually in conversations with Dana White because like they were gonna have that fight, be a UFC fight, right? And it just
Excuse
all
me.
kind of fell through. Yeah, yeah. No, you got to deep it. Yeah, you got to deep it. Like the biggest selling like fighter outside of Conor McGregor and the person who put a horseshoe up Frank Mir's ass is Ronda Rousey. So like it's one of those ones
I
where
mean, back then, is she a big seller now? Do you
it will
think
get casuals in the seat.
it
It'll
will?
get people
Because
like
you'll
you
get a
in
lot
the
of people
seat.
to hate. Yeah, get me in the seat. Yeah, want to see her get smoked. So fair.
Like
Me, catch.
that shit went right over your head, bro. No, the thing is though, like it will blatantly it'll get casuals in the seats, it'll get women in people's
Yeah,
seats. Like I love Valentina Shevchenko. She's one of my favorite fighters. Like
yeah.
pound for pound, yeah. Like you know, if bone density and shit like that weren't an issue and everybody was in like the same size body, Valentina
She's the best
Shevchenko
fighter.
would just. I think the only
Yeah.
person that can rival that is Patreon, yeah. So it's one of them ones, but it would get the
Fair,
casuals in the
fair.
seats, right? If
But
Ronda was
Valentina
fighting,
has no draw at
no
all. She
draw, no
zero
draw. Like
draw.
she comes in,
Yeah.
she'll do her thing, and most of her recent fights, she's been fighting a lot safer, incorporating a lot more wrestling, especially as like,
Fair.
her early career. absolutely, like everyone knows
Oh, she was
That Jessica I knockout where she just like clips her head,
flips
dances
her head
over
and then kind of
everybody. Yeah,
skips off. Yeah,
yeah, literally, man, absolutely crazy. Or like if you go back and you look at her Muay Thai career, murderer's row, just the numbers she was putting on, absolutely crazy. But so
yeah,
women's MMA is stinky right now. Men ain't watching that. But if you have Ronda Rousey, Susie from accounting knows who that is. She'll watch that. She'll pay for that.
yeah.
So it all
That's
fell
fair.
through, and she said, and they said it was because of the Paramount deal, right? And then
Mm.
even Dana White, like Dana White is usually the first one to be like, huh, "That's bullshit," you know. Like,
Yeah,
but
exactly. Yeah,
he didn't.
yeah.
He was like, "Nah, like she's not wrong here. Like, yeah, we wanted to do it, but we couldn't get it to work." He's looking
Mm.
like he's got his hands tied a little bit. Yeah, he looks like he don't care.
Okay.
So it's one of those things of I think the Paramount deal doesn't really help them at all because now you've got
Okay,
subscription
fair.
based. And Connor was even talking. I know Connor's full of shit, yeah, but like Connor was
Mm.
even talking about how it's harder to like do up the whole like have a Connor show when you won't get pay-per-view points. So
But that's what the Paramount's doing now.
yeah, it's a subscription, isn't it? Like
Oh yeah,
you don't
true.
even have to pay for
Yeah,
pay-per-views anymore. It's only certain select pay-per-views. So like the freedom pay for pay-per-view.
yeah.
But like even the freedom event for Donald Trump's birthday, I think that's one of the few that you have to pay for. But like if
When's that happening?
that is happening, I can't remember, but I can VAR it right now actually. But
It's not. Wasn't that supposed to be Garn and Aspinall?
no, that was meant to be Islam, and that was
It's not.
mate, and it's fucking
It's on
Ali Dir Azil, mad
Aziz.
terrorist rat.
It's a terrorist rat.
But that was meant to be Islam versus Ilia Topuria for the 155,
Yeah,
and the whole reason why it didn't go through is because Ali is probably one of the most frustrating managers to work with, yeah, and
yeah.
they just basically said the money wasn't enough, like it wasn't enough for
My God,
Islam, but then also,
bro. I feel like Islam's got enough money outside of fighting, bro. Like, brother. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't think no one's. I feel like no one wants to fight nowadays. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
nah, it's.
Welterweight is dead. Welterweight is genuinely dead.
Wait. Slow down,
Bro,
slow down.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to my man who smoked that bastard Leon Edwards. I don't
Oh,
ever want to see him fighting again. Yeah.
Prates.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Prates for that,
yeah.
bro.
Hold
Oh
tight.
my days.
Yeah, hold tight,
Bros.
man. Hold tight,
Wrapped him up in a spliff, bro. Thank
bro.
God for that.
I love Prates. Yeah, Prates smokes and
Cannot
drinks.
stand
Yeah,
Leon Edwards like makes me not want to watch UFC, bro. He makes me not want to watch it
like,
because
and
like
his brother
Leon
too.
Edwards is the epitome. Yeah, bro. Leon Edwards is the Fabian Edwards, right? Fabian Edwards.
Yeah, absolute
Clowns,
bum,
bro. Clowns, a lot
absolute
of them,
bum.
bro. And bro, the worst part is that like Leon Edwards is what I call a pad warrior. I'm sorry, and this is me saying that sitting in my room. He's a pad warrior because bro, on pads, Leon Edwards looks like a demon, right?
Mm.
And it's like, yo, and not only that, but he's got one of the best physiques. I can't lie, he has got a very fucking good physique. Pause, hear me out. But like, he's got one of the best physiques. He's ripped, and then he goes to the fight and he almost gets knocked out by fucking Diaz.
When he
I'm
points at him as
sorry,
well.
that stain on your name will forever be there. And you got lucky. I mean, the MMA gods helped you against Usman because you were getting starched out
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. But that
Genuinely,
is not the cloth with which he is cut.
God, yeah.
On a John Anik thing.
You know
Oh,
what I mean? Against a no knees Usman, you were getting
bro
starched
said
for
I walk up the
five
stairs
rounds.
backwards. Crazy.
Don't let him bully your
Don't
son.
let him bully your
Yeah.
son.
How is your
You
coach
gotta
telling you
pull
don't
it
let him
out the
bully your son?
fire.
Oh my days, bro. But anyway, sidetracked. But yeah, no, I feel like lightweight right now is at a weird standstill because obviously you've got Ilya dealing with a lot of his wife trying to pull up domestic violence and all this bullshit on him, and she's trying to ask him for money. Have you seen the memes where it's like Ilya versus Justin Gaethje, and Ilya's like she took
Oh
the
yeah,
cake, Gaethje.
she took everything.
Half his face is
Yeah,
blacked out.
yeah, bro's gonna lean over him in full mount and just hit him with the "I'm so lonely," you know them
Bro,
ways.
that's sacrificial. That's sacrificial. I'm sorry, Gaethje is getting killed by
Yeah,
that
nah,
man.
nah. It's I just VAR'd it, innit? It's for some reason they're calling it Freedom 250, even though like just because numbers don't count anymore. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
June
sure
15th,
thing.
innit? June 15th. And also the fight below that is gonna be Gon versus Alex Pereira for the interim for the in Gon's getting another fucking title bout and another interim title bout. Gayest shit ever.
Alex Pereira, I beg you knock this nigga out, bro. I
I
beg
hate
you
French
spark
people.
his ass out, bro.
Just hate.
Bloody French, man. Fuck me.
Oh,
Fuck me, man.
just
Bro, Aspinall, what's your opinion on Aspinall? I need your honest opinion on Aspinall. Honest opinion. Do you think he's milking it? Do you think he's
he
milking
got
it?
fingered.
Huh?
Mate, what do you mean? No lube, no consent, just stuck it inside. Like,
Okay, okay. The reason why I asked that is because people, maybe not me, possibly me, I don't know yet. I haven't
nah,
come to
you're a
my
hater. You're a
verdict.
hater. I know.
I'm not a hater. I'm not a
You're a
hater. I'm
D1
not a
hater,
hater.
bro. Yeah.
No, 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 no. But only because it's gone on for so long now. I feel like it's been a year and a half. It might be a year and a half. That I'm like, I don't know what's going on with the situation.
Nah, 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 nah. What's the
I'm being a clown. I'm being a clown. Hear me
what's
out.
that
I'm being a
guy's name? What's
clown.
the
I know
guy's
I
name
am.
that Joe Rogan gets the VAR stuff? Mikey, pull up.
James, James, James,
James, pull
Jamie,
up.
Jamie, Jamie.
Jamie, pull up. Yeah, give me a.
But
Uh, do your thing.
I
Do your
want to
thing.
see. I want to see. I want to see. What's his name? I want to see Aspinall back in because honestly, I feel like he smokes hard 99% of these man. Like, and I wanted to see him smoke these man, but it's just a bit annoying that he's like he's off injured, and it's like because he's off injured, everyone's at a standstill, and then the other divisions, bro, it feels like USC's been a bit slow this year.
Immensely slow. Immensely slow.
It's been immensely slow, bro.
But I think it's one of those things of it's because it's like making the fights. For instance, we got Alexander Volkanovski
Mm,
versus Lopez 2 rather than him versus Lerone Murphy. And then Lerone Murphy had an absolute snooze fest against Moskov. And ain't no one trying to see that man fight, yeah, bro. Absolute
no.
decisionator, yeah. So no one's caring for that. Where are you at? I'm literally just sending you a picture, yeah, of the eye poke for Tom, yeah. Now it's not
Oh no, sorry, it was bad. I'm being a little
no,
bitch,
but
yeah.
this is the thing in it, yeah. Like I remember I literally
It was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah,
what
yeah.
last year, right? Also just for the football fans, Real Madrid scored, so it's now 2-1, 3-3 on aggregate. But anyway, like I got an eye poke in jiu-jitsu, right? The most like fugazi situation. So I'm rolling with this white belt, yeah, and coach is like,
Of course, Spazzy white belts. Yeah, yeah,
and I'm just kind of like, I'm on my back because I'm letting him, like, have the more, dominant position so he can try some stuff. Yeah. Don't know what
yeah.
my man does. Yeah. Bro tries some spinning shit. And all I see is a giant unclipped toenail flying towards my eye. Yeah. And I just about blink in time. Bro, like, go ask mum. I couldn't see for 2 days out of that eye. Like the first day it happened, it was so bad it affected my other eye.
Mm,
Yeah, so like it's one of those ones where like the eye damage can be like you never know in it. The eye damage can be really bad,
yeah,
and the fact that he only got like cleared to even go back into training pretty recently, I don't even think he's
yeah.
cleared to go back into sparring. Of all people who would
Mm,
want to have this situation resolved, it is Tom Aspinall,
it'd be him.
especially
Yeah.
as now he's signed with uh what do you call it, up the ladders and peers, the meme man himself, what's his face,
Oh, fucking.
uh or it's 2-2 Harry Kane. Ugh.
Is
Fucking
he the hairline?
what's his name,
We love it.
uh what's his face,
He said the
the
memes.
what's his name, he's the promoter for AJ.
Oh, fucking! I know who you're talking about. 6'4" for no
Yeah,
reason.
literally, like, bro,
Uh,
like just because he hangs around
like
AJ, everyone kind of thinks he's small. Yeah,
everyone thinks he's small. He's actually a big fucking man. I know who you're
AJ
talking about.
promo. This is
Don't
actually
tell me his
this
name.
is so bad that I've like I wanted to talk about Moses Atoma and I've forgotten about.
No, no, we can transition on to that. I'm trying to
Eddie
remember his name.
Hearn.
Fuck
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Oh,
But yeah,
fuck's
Eddie
sake. Yeah.
Hearn
Eddie
and
Ann, there you
Dana
go.
White have been having some beef in it because Dana White had that situation with Conor Benn, who was Eddie Hearn's
Yeah.
client. So what Eddie Hearn did,
Mm,
he signed Tom Aspinall to his agency. So now Tom Aspinall actually has a reason to get back into the cage a lot faster. Yeah, I remember he was
mm,
also, funnily enough, how we were talking about contracts and stuff, and that's why I mentioned Ronda
yeah.
Rousey. He said when Eddie Hearn looked at his contract, they all started laughing at him. They were like, "Yo, what, like, what's wrong with you? Like, not what's wrong with you. It's just like
Oh,
you
swindled.
signed this. Like, you signed this. You like really, literally swindled. So
That's insane,
it's one of
bro.
those ones. So he's got every reason to want to get back in there. Can't lie. Gable Stevenson though.
How old is he though? 32?
I don't care how. No, not only Gable Stevenson. Gable Stevenson and my man who had the fight this weekend, yeah, who beat he beat um Blades.
What's his? It was something with an L. He beat Blades.
Yeah, man, bro, he had him rocked. So that was an absolute slobber knocker. Yeah, like
Oh yeah, the heavyweight fight. Yeah,
broke
yeah, yeah.
records for heavyweight fight. I think was most significant strikes in a 3 round
Significant
fight.
strikes.
I
Yeah.
think the only fight like it didn't.
Josh Hockett. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, mate, and
He talked his shit. I can't lie. He talked his shit because genuinely, I was like, "Yo, this guy was just chatting shit." But then you know
this
what?
man rehearses lines, cuz.
Tough as yeah, bro. He's tough as fucking nails, bro. And I rate that he backed it up in there,
Bro,
bro. He did his fucking
he
thing.
put in an absolute performance. Like obviously, like
He
he came
did.
from the contender series and he was on a bit of a streak. And
Mm,
then like heavyweight is a shallow division. Like it's always been a shallow division, but especially right now.
yeah.
So he gets this
Mm,
opportunity against Curtis Blades. With all due respect, Curtis Blades, like perpetual gatekeeper ass nigga, like, you know, just just will never be that guy. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, right? So he
yeah.
comes up against him, and mate, the fight was an absolute barn burner. And I thought, can't lie.
Mm,
Also, he threw up like four, like six middle fingers in a 3 round fight, like moving like a Diaz brother. But
fair. But do you think someone like okay, cool. Let's say Gable Stevenson's
oh, he's sniffing balls, mate, straight away, first thing.
yeah, obviously yeah, but now do you think because the thing is heavyweight wrestling is difficult and the thing is I know he's people say he's a good wrestler,
Mm,
but you're a wrestler, not a fighter.
mm,
So whereas it's like some people can transition into that, like Cejudo or DC,
mm.
can he go from learning wrestling and then transition it into boxing? I wouldn't even say kicks. I'm not even going to bring up kicks. I'm just going to say boxing,
The
right?
thing is, like
Can he do that?
everyone knows that wrestling's the best base, right? Like if you look at
Yeah,
Ilya
defo.
Taporia, he only started
Mm,
boxing like pretty recently after, and look how good his hands got.
yeah,
And like,
exactly.
the power translates. Early UFC days, had the Hendo
Yeah.
bomb, like, Eddie Alvarez, like all these people that are like, Justin Gaethje, they're all high level wrestlers, and they come in and they pick up the
Mm,
striking quite well, right?
yeah.
He's training with John Jones. So like he's learning the eye pokes, he's learning the techniques, like he's learning what he's got to do. Yeah,
But he's 25. Fuck, yeah.
yeah, like
Oh,
oh mate, 5 goals in the first half. This is crazy.
3-2.
This is crazy. This is crazy. It's 5 goals in the first half already. This is actually crazy. This is actually, bro.
3-2 are fucking ready.
And just for context, Arsenal Sporting is still 0-0. Yeah, what a dud fucking match. Yeah, what a dud fucking match. Yeah, but five.
Mbappe.
Kylian, Kylian, Ayatollah, Ayatollah Michelangelo, bruv. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle looking ass nigga. But like, they might be trying to VAR it for
They
a foul.
can't.
Nah, you can't give that. That's Rudiger. That's prime Rudiger. Rudiger's a shithouser, bro. That just like bumps people about and all that. But nah,
For an aggregate as well.
yeah, but like I can't lie. I feel like in terms of heavyweight, I think he
I
could
feel like he's got time, yeah.
I think he could do well. I think he's just got to realize that like you A prime example of when you're like wrestling wrong at heavyweight is Almeida, right?
Mm.
Like Almeida is a
Oh
small
yeah,
heavyweight, and I reckon he's probably a similar frame. Maybe Stevenson's a little bit bigger, but
yeah, I think
flipping,
so.
it's one of those where like he shot a really weak takedown, and all of a sudden,
Mm.
fucking hammer fist, hammer fist, hammer fist, hammer
Hammer
fist,
fists, yeah.
and he's on the floor. So
Like I could see someone like Aspinall having his way with Gable. I'll be real with you
especially as
because
yeah.
like this, yeah, because like Gable will immediately be like, "I'm not throwing hands at him."
Mm.
Rushing for a takedown. Someone like Aspinall is basically stepping left off that down to the ground, and that's it. It's over.
or
It's game over for you.
he's someone that can actually like fuck with it because like he's got really like one thing like about like Tom is he's got really good like grappling. Like
His grappling is
his dad
so
got him
good.
into
Yeah,
grappling to start with, so he's been doing jiu-jitsu his entire life. Yeah, he is a
yeah,
true like
and he's a big athletic boy as well,
incredibly,
bro. He's
as they say,
fucking
moves like a welterweight.
incredible.
Actually weird as fuck.
Yeah, it's madness. Yeah.
Actually weird as fuck.
And he's fast. He might not even need to take it to the ground, bro. He might just wait and just uppercut
Oh
it,
no,
land
100%.
it with
I just love the his like pit. He's just
his pitter patter.
like he has his hands
Yeah,
out as well. Like he,
bro. Him against fucking Poatan would be beautiful,
this is
bro. I can't
this is
lie to you.
why he needs to slump that baguette eating motherfucker. Because like if
And then
oh,
call out Aspinall, bro. Oh my days, that'll be a
hit
fight.
little one
That's
two,
a fight I'm staying up
scream
for.
Shama. No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
Thing is, I can't lie. Poatan, I could see a situation where Poatan wins that as well. That's the scary thing about him.
Yeah,
Because he's such a demon,
he
bro.
is actually fiend
Such a
behavior.
demon.
He has actually fiend behavior.
And it's, bro, his movement, I realize, like, when you watch him fight, it's almost like he's lagging. There's a weird sort of like, there's no timing to his movements. He moves. And it's like someone having a hiccup mid fight. And then he'll just, and like someone said, he doesn't rotate his whole body. He just hits you with that body part.
Now,
There's no rotation. There's no build
I
up.
have to
Like it's
say, now,
weird.
in terms of his movement, it is actually the most unique style of movement. But the thing
Yeah.
is, it's not that he hasn't got timing, is that he's so proficient with it.
And that's what I mean. His time is so good that it's like there's not a lot of that because the fat on it's so
Mm,
minimal
mm.
on his timing. It's like you're waiting for a wind up, and there's no wind up. He just
It's
hits you
just
with it.
instant, it's off the cuff,
Yeah.
and it's so straight, like especially for instance, his leg kicks. Like
Oh yeah, nasty.
if you look at
No telegraph. No
zero
telegraph.
tele, he doesn't even turn
Zero.
his hips over. He just like,
No, he just
uh,
just
it's
hits
just
you.
there, and it's
Yeah.
just a fucking Amazonian sledgehammer just whacking your
Do you
shin.
know what I compare it to? Do you know when you're doing sprints, right?
Mm,
And they try and train you that when you're stepping off on your foot, on your leg, you don't take that extra step to go
mm,
off. You just move that foot.
mm. It's the drive,
And
in it?
like
Yeah.
that's yeah, it's the drive to get off. All you're doing is lifting your right foot because getting out of that habit of like stepping with your left foot and then moving your right foot, you just move your right
Mm.
foot. And I feel like that like fast twitch that he's got where he
Yeah,
just moves
I
his
was
right
literally
foot.
about to say it's the Twitch fibers, but you got to remember
It's a twitch. Yeah.
he's a double champion in Glory. He's a
For
double
a
champion
reason,
in the
yeah.
UFC already. His understanding of striking timing is literally
Mm,
only bettered by Israel Adesanya. Like it's
yeah.
one of those ones. So and because he moved up so he doesn't have to worry about not only the weight cut but the speed situation because obviously the higher you go slower speed. He's someone who's got brilliant timing anyway, so when he goes up to light heavyweight, of course he's going to starch these niggas. Like Khalil Roundtree
Yeah.
is a Muay Thai based fighter, he's having that all day. Yuri Prohashka, love Yuri, he's one of my favorite fighters, but he's having you all day. If he
Now
was
all
to go
day,
back
yeah.
down and face Carlos, yeah, he'd have Carlos
Mm.
all day, yeah.
Oh yeah, Carl's getting worked. He's getting worked.
The Carlos hate is actually like crazy.
And I got no hate for Carlos. I actually like
No,
him.
no, just in
Uh,
terms of just like so many
but
people.
the hate was just random against him. Like everyone loved him when he was going up, but then all of a sudden he beats. Do you know what it is? Beats your favorite fighter,
Mm,
and then everyone wants to get on his neck.
facts.
And it's like, bro,
Yeah.
Like
It's them
he,
defend or vacate warriors, isn't it? Like they're like,
yeah,
oh, he's injured.
man.
It's like, bro, why are you hating on him? Bro's just realized his
He
dreams.
just got the belt.
Yeah.
It's like
Like he popped his
let
knee,
him bask in
still
the glory for
won.
30
Like let him
seconds.
cook. Like, you know what I mean?
Because bro, if Yuri, do you know if Yuri did this, it would have been like, bro, he's such a warrior, bro. Like,
But
oh, bro,
this is
like
another thing.
MMA fans thick off.
Everyone's
Yeah,
saying like, oh, like everyone's saying that Yuri went easy on him because of his warrior samurai code. Yeah. And this is the thing, like when you're sparring, yeah, and when you're in a competition, yeah, you're in there with like a certain mindset of I'm going full pelt, yeah. And when you
yeah,
see someone like injured unnecessarily, it's not like you caused the injury. For instance, Max Holloway just engaged,
yeah,
he caused that nose break, yeah. But
yeah, yeah.
if it's an inadvertent like injury, one of them ones, it's like you do kind of have that kind of thing of like, oh shit, like I
A slight
yeah,
hesitation. Yeah,
I wouldn't have been as like, merciful as he was, but I can understand the train of thought. And also, like none
yeah,
of these man know the flipping levels of emotions, things coursing through your brain that you've got thousands of fans screaming and you're in a title fight again. Like, so it's one of those ones,
yeah. It's
right?
a bit mad.
And then I just doubt he assumed he was gonna be able to do anything with him. I thought he probably just thought like, oh, it's so Pete. I'm just gonna have to beat this cripple, and then all of a sudden, left hook later, a long left hook as
Yeah,
well. One of my favorite
yeah.
punches, just absolutely gorgeous.
That's it.
And then before you know it, Patton sorted Patton sorted and
Man,
dealt with,
done.
man. He's
Yeah,
on the floor, like trying to
nasty.
wrestle Herb Dean. And now I'm joking. Nah, who was doing that? Is it Macy Barber? It was Macy Barber against what's her face? Oh
Oh,
my
oh, she got, bro,
days.
she got killed.
Soup. As soon as she dropped, just jumps on her neck and starts choking out. Ah,
JJ.
these are my housemates that were attempting to sing "Man's Not Hot."
Yo,
A little bit. My
what's up?
brother said,
What's
"Yo,
up?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We're podcasting, darling. We're podcasting, darling." Fuck no.
Is that
Fuck
half a
no.
Christmas
Maybe
tree?
Alfie. Alfie's a solid nigga, defo. Yeah. Jamie will ask us how we're doing like 15 times in an hour. Yeah. This man will get like, nah.
That's a,
Bro ain't touched the gym in how long? What are you chatting about? Yeah.
I'll say how many better.
Yeah, nah, bro's got inverted
But
muscles, man. It's not looking good.
what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, shout out to Oldberg for that. Can't lie. Who do you think he's fighting next?
Brother, doctors, cuz. Um, well, this is the situation, right? So
Insurance. He's fighting
what's his
next.
face? When yeah, man, he's fighting the UFC to pay for his shit, innit? Um, when what's his face? When Stephen Wonderboy had this injury, yeah, he was out
Mm.
for a year, and I had a little VAR on the recovery time for this, yeah. Unless your name's like Prime El Kukui, yeah, I tore my
Heaps
knee,
of fentanyl also.
yeah, literally like opioids and fucking vibes, yeah, like it's going to be 9 months to a year minimum. So it's vacate
It's vacate. Yeah.
or I don't know I don't know what's in the mindset of the UFC right now. They might just be like, oh, just make an interim fucking belt for.
Interim
If they
fucking
make an
belt.
interim belt for the light
Ah,
heavyweight championship on my life,
I might end it
I'm
all.
touching Dana White in
Hey,
his sleep, man, because that's just not the way
bro.
forward, bro. Like another,
Days against who?
bro.
With
It'd
who?
probably
You gonna
be
put Yuri back in?
nah. No, wait.
You can see them doing it
Wait,
though.
wait, wait. Let me. I like this is how dead
My
the light heavyweight
days.
division is. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
I
about to say,
don't
who's in
even
it now?
know. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I consume this shit like it's my second job. I don't even know, bruv.
I
Yeah.
used to be so mad on the light heavyweight division, and now I'm
Well, it
just
was
like,
always their
bro.
premier division, innit? You like John Jones, Chuck Liddell, like I was about to say Randy Orton, Tito Ortiz, like flipping Captain America himself, like
Yeah,
what's his face? My man, Rampage Jackson, like
Praise Jackson. Yeah,
DC became popular in light heavyweight, like, and
yeah.
also because it's just naturally more stacked than heavyweight, it's easier to have a more competitive, bruh.
Okay, cool. I'll tell you the standing right now. Fucking hell, who cares about this nigga?
Yeah, both of us got it
I
up,
saw the name.
bro. Jan
Yeah,
Blachowicz.
bro, Jan Blachowicz. Why is he still number fourth? Magomed Ankalaev, ain't nobody wants to see him fight. He's a clown.
No,
Do you know what I can see them
no,
doing? Bro, Jamal Hill?
but the
When was the last
whole
time he
thing in a
fought?
spliff. Paulo Costa?
Paulo
Paulo
Costa?
Costa's had two fights at light heavyweight. One was against fucking what's his face, the Italian brother, yeah. And
Dominic Reyes is still in the top
Dominic
10.
Reyes just had the biggest snooze fest ever. Yeah,
That's what I'm
absolute snooze.
saying.
But look at peep this. Alex Pereira, not even in the division. Yuri
Fucking
Prohaska, he's lost
Uzdemir,
his like what fourth
Rakic.
title fight. What had his fourth title fight, lost three. Khalil Roundtree, nah. Jamal Hill, no. Paulo Costa, too early bird, yeah.
This is a
He
dead
just
division. This
beat
is a dead
Asmat,
division.
and Asmat's just one below him. Dominic Reyes, nah. Volkan
But this is a.
Oezdemir,
That's what I'm saying, Uzdemir, bro.
bro.
What is going on?
Volkan
Rakic is.
Oezdemir.
Bro, what is going on in this
Real ones
division,
know
bro?
about
It's
the tear
so
that Volkan went on
dead.
when he almost like when he should have got a title shot. Like,
Oh,
bruh,
yeah.
absolute
I remember Rakic was like number 3 for a minute.
mate.
And then he just got bottled. Who bottled him? Was it fucking Yuri? Yuri bottled him, yeah.
He got mangled by a couple, man.
Oh.
I can't lie.
No, because I think was it the Yuri fight that Rakic was having, and Rakic looked good in it, and then
Bruh,
Yuri just smoked his ass. I could be
damn.
wrong. Yeah, if I'm wrong, let me know
Nah,
in the chat. But
he's on a 3 fight skid, mate.
bro, so
He's on
Carlos
a four
Ulberg.
fight skid.
So what do you do in this division? I know Dana's pissed because okay, who the hell does Ankalaev fight? Because Ankalaev is a ball fest. The only person I can see right now who's free to fight is what a 43-year-old young black.
With the Polish
Jan.
power, legendary.
How old is Jan? Yeah, VR that. How old is Jan? Is that 42, right?
I don't know, man.
Or something?
But he's probably not too
I know
far
he's
off.
in his 40s.
He's not too far off an old people's
The
home.
only person I can see them actually given any grace to fight in an interim battle fight, I can't lie, is Ankalaev and Roundtree because Jamal barely fight. Bro. I'm being real with you. I'm being real with you right now. Yeah, Alberg injured, Yuri injured. Yeah, well Yuri missed time anyway.
Yuri knocked out, cuz.
Knocked
And
out.
also,
So you
that would
need,
be his.
isn't it mandatory 6 months, right?
Yeah,
Mandatory 6 months, yeah.
yeah.
And then Jan is 42. Why are they going to give him an interim fight? The only other person below him is Khalil, and they're definitely not giving it to Jamal or Paula. So that's the only two I can see. Unless Paula starts talking shit, and then he starts building some hype. But then why would you create a random like interim? You're just giving out interim
Bruh,
belts to
it's
people then.
so bad.
Participation
It's
belts now.
so bad. Like
Yo, ban the whole
when you
division.
do not the divisions though. Like just quickly, I'll peel through the divisions, right? Yeah. Heavyweight, yeah, you've got one man with one eye, yeah, and an interim fight. Light heavyweight, you got a man with one knee, and every has been in this mum, yeah, in the top 10, yeah,
Don't even talk to me about our fucking middleweight, bro. Our middleweight is
yeah.
ants right
Fucking
now.
Hamza versus Sean, but then like, okay, Carlos
That's what
Bajadio.
versus Sean is lasting 45 seconds. Let's be real. Let's be real, bro. Was a
Hey,
45
on a
second
J.
fight.
Cole thing coming fast like 911 in white neighborhoods, bruv.
Ah, oh,
It's
bro.
not looking
Ain't no
good.
shame about
But
it.
the thing is, yeah, like middleweight's jammy because even if Hamzat does win, and even if it is spectacular, he's not gonna have another fight for like an absolute like year. So that's fucked. Then you go
Yeah.
welterweight. Now this is where you said this earlier, yeah, and this is where I have to
Yeah.
disagree with you, yeah. You've got Prates, you've got Moraes, yeah. Between those two, a s-
Yo, somebody dispatch of Bilal Muhammad.
well,
Why is he number
he's
4?
fighting soon, isn't he?
Who's he
He's
fighting?
fighting. Who's he fighting? He's fighting. What do you call it?
Oh, he beat Sean Brady. Yeah, he beat Sean
He's
Brady. Yeah.
fighting that guy Boffin, isn't it?
What for decent?
Bro, but literally, do you know what I mean? Like, just absolute duds. Forget the name versus forget a bull name. Yeah. So like, but then you've got Islam as well, who like only fights once, maybe twice a year
Once
at a
a
push.
fucking
Yeah.
year, man. Oh my
Ian
days.
Machado,
Yo,
I just don't believe in him.
I
Moraes,
don't believe in him. I don't believe in him.
Moraes is, Moraes has got
The
bunda.
thing is, Huh?
Like Moraes could fight. Like good wrestling, good hands. Yeah. Like I feel like.
Yo, chat VAR that.
Hey, look, like you went on an absolute tyrant with Frag earlier, yeah. Like give me one, yeah. Give me one,
Fair, fair,
yeah. And
fair, fair,
MMA
fair.
fans know about the memes, yeah, about Moraes walking around in a dress, like like
It's just
but the thing is, like welterweight, I just hope, yeah, can do better, yeah. And there's less has-beens in there. Like you've got people that I care about in, like Ian Machado should give like Islam a decent fight. Prates should
yeah.
give Islam a decent fight. Moraes will give him the best fight because of his wrestling background. But then lightweight's looking jammy. Ain't no one giving Arman a title fight. Old man Volkanovski from the land down under. I do love him.
I'm just too busy on Twitch streams chatting to a woman he shouldn't be chatting to. Like, like he's gonna get himself caught some controversy on like a kick
On a
stream or some
real
shit.
thing.
He's a
But then you've
clown.
got bantamweight, yeah, Peter Yan.
Mm,
I can't lie. I feel like bantamweight might be the division because like Umar versus Peter. I'm paying for that. Umar versus Peter. I'm
lovely
paying for that.
stuff.
Even though they're probably gonna try and do a Sean fight because Sean won his last fight.
But I want Peter to put Umar in a stretcher. I'll be so
This
real
brother
with you.
hates
Uh,
Dagestanis.
bro, bro, you know what? I not only that, but it's the fact that they fight once every year and a half, and then they walk around with the belt parading. Defend
Was because
it.
they gotta get on.
You niggas were hating on Kamaru and Israel, but they were fighting 5 times a fucking year. And it's only now they don't have the belts that you man are like, oh, we missed the good old days. Shut the fuck up. Stay on that same side of the fence. You same
I said
man
keep that
were
energy,
in
keep that
there
same
talking.
energy.
You know, keep that same fucking energy as Israel says.
Mm,
Keep that fucking energy. Because you man were clowning them when they had the belts.
mm,
But they were immediately finishing a fight and then running around and looking for the man in the crowd and being like,
mm.
you're next, nigga.
Even if it was a
Not
dud
sitting
fight.
there and be like, praise be to God. I'm just going to sit down there and soak this up. Shut up. Promote the next fight. Get on
You know what the thing
business.
is though?
You're not on
It doesn't
business.
help that
You're a
like
fighter. Give us a show. I give you money. You fight for me. Oh my God.
This is
Oh
why,
my
yeah,
God.
this is why I know you can't be chatting shit about Dana White, yeah, because you're worse than him, yeah. You're worse than him. You'd pay them better, but you'd treat them worse. On my life, yeah. You'd pay them better, but you'd treat them
Because it's like
worse.
you're there to fight. You're sitting there talking to me about this, that, and the other.
Well, the thing,
Promote your next fight. You can't be asking for more money. One thing I say, the Dagestanis don't complain about money. Fair enough, because they do make a lot of money outside of that, because their fan base
mm,
erupts once they start fighting. So that's fair, yeah. But if you're not a Dagestani fighter, you do not have the right to be sitting there talking about, I don't know who I want to fight, but whoever the only person I give that to, the only person I allow that to, because that's my nigger who can say that is Robert Whitaker. Shout out to Robert Whitaker. He's the only person who I will sit down there and say is allowed to be like, whoever the UFC gives me next, then
bro.
he's the only
You
person
know what the thing
I allow
is?
that to,
Like,
because he fought Euro Romero twice.
both of us have the exact same situation in terms of you got Robert Whitaker and I've got Max Holloway. Yeah, both people who in
Uh,
their most recent fight.
Well, no, Max Holloway does call people out though.
No, but in terms of what I mean is like, realistically, they're not getting that belt back. And in
Yeah.
their last fight, they got
Uh,
absolutely like wrestle fucked. Like, it's just one of them ones. Like, okay, to be fair, Max's fight was literally the only fight in his entire career where I was just like, you know what, like I'm gonna have to go like, watch some paint dry because this is not doing it. And then
yeah.
uh Whitaker had to get his jaw rearranged, yeah. Like so
Oh, bro, the pain I felt because you know what? I've been, I've been watching like his podcasts like all the time as well,
mm.
and I'm like, yeah, let's go Whitaker. Like he's not in the podcast, so he's training for the next fight. And then, oh
Wait, what's he
man,
been saying?
when he lost that,
Oh,
huh?
when he lost the hand, yeah,
When
yeah,
he
yeah.
when he lost that, I
Yeah,
was
but the thing
like,
is as well,
my
I think it's because
soul.
everyone's like, oh my God, they've had this fight rescheduled hella times. He took another fight on short notice
Yeah.
and won that. Yeah, the Canadian Savior is about to come on for Bayern Munich. But Alfonso Davies, but it's one of those ones where like I was like, oh shit, like he's finally gonna get this fight. Like he's been on a tear.
Yeah.
Hamzat's been literally in and out of hospital. It's one of those ones. For every time that they're like, oh my god, have you heard the stories about Hamzat sparring? It's like, oh my god, have you seen him gassing after like 3 minutes? Like, allow it. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking, yeah, this is gonna be a real fight. Just for him to start the thing, the worst thing about it, yeah,
Derrida. Derrida, that's who he's fighting next. That's who
Whitaker.
what's his name? Whitaker's fighting next, yeah.
Yeah, the worst thing about that choke is that choke that he put on Whitaker is like the most like
Oh no, sorry, I'm an idiot. Sorry, I'm just saying this so the chat don't get on my
what
neck. He lost against Derrida. My bad. He lost against Derrida. His next fight, I don't know if it's scheduled yet. That was his last
I don't
fight. But yeah, continue, sorry.
yeah, I haven't heard too much about it to be fair. But no, to be fair, you caught me out on that one as well. I didn't even know. But it's just like that choke he had on him is such like a big brother or like you know them ones where you're grappling with someone and it's like this
And you're stronger than
and you're
them?
just like, oh, I can't get the choke,
Yeah.
yeah? Let me crush your face then.
Just go
Yeah,
crank your
let me
yeah,
break your
crank
jaw
your
in it,
shit,
yeah.
yeah.
Let me see,
Yeah.
you want to be chewing food for the next 6 months? Let's see, yeah? Like, that's what he put on
Facts.
him. And it's like, that's one thing doing that when you're a blue belt to a beginner and you're a brown belt to a blue belt, yeah? But these men are all brown black belts, yeah? These men are all
Yeah.
high level world champion caliber. They are world champions, yeah. Whitaker's got belts,
Mm.
Hamzat's got belts. For him to just grab his face and say, "I'm
And just
taking that,"
bro. And it looked
yeah, I was
nasty
about
in
to
the
say the
VAR,
X-rays,
bro.
yo.
Oh my. And the thing is like I know what is it? Cause in his podcast he was saying that he did need to get that part of
Mm,
his teeth sorted out anyway. So he said, yeah, he was like in a jokey way, he was like, shout out to
that's
to him. I
wild.
need to get it checked. So,
That's wild.
but
Hey, at
bro,
least he can
it
get it
was
on
like
UFC insurance now, innit?
he's there. Yeah, there you go. So he was kind of waiting for that, but the fact that he slid his forearm right between his face like this and just started crushing it,
Mm,
yeah, bro, anyone would have tapped. Because at first it's like, yo, he tapped quick, but when you saw it, you're like, I would have tapped earlier.
fam. Just for
Like I see that against my chin, and I'm like,
No, see, that's
yeah,
literally
fuck that.
what last week, right? So like, I'm back into jiu-jitsu now. Like, I found myself a
Yeah,
gym.
yeah.
It's good soup, like, and it's a really good gym
Mm,
as well. Like, in terms of like the area that I'm in, like, it's one of the better gyms, and it's really like tight community as well. They've got like medals everywhere around their spot. So I'm like, okay, for like the area and the size of the gym, this is a really good sign. Yeah, and
yeah, yeah,
literally like so I'm still rusty in it, like trying to get my fitness back. And there was this one behemoth of a guy, absolute tank looking nigga. Like I was like, oh, what about you? Oh, purple. And I'm like, oh, you sound like you take. They all take. Like I think I asked a couple of dons. Yeah, got a rough calculation. We're talking about 15% of the people at the gym take steroids, and most people in jiu-jitsu take steroids anyway. Yeah, so it's
yeah,
one of
yeah,
those. Bro got me on a face crank. Yeah, and I wasn't tapping. I wasn't tapping, and I could just feel the extra just bit of let me just try and break, and I just tapped, and I thought, imagine I was Whitaker. Imagine I was Whitaker. Like,
yeah,
obviously, then I rolled with some beginner after, and I had to mangle him just to get my ego back, right? But like, catch him in a quick omoplata and then like wipe my tears. But when you're in that situation, it just made me think like, yo, he didn't
yeah,
instantly tap.
yeah.
You're a deep it. He let some shit
He let
break.
it go for a second. Yeah,
Wild.
fuck me.
Absolutely what like
I wonder how much adrenaline and just pain.
what
How much of that is adrenaline and how much of that is just like
heavy, 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 heavy,
yeah,
heavy,
a
heavy.
lot of it must be.
Every like I've only had what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've only had six like fights and then and then a couple jiu-jitsu competitions, right? Like when you get hit, you don't feel it. Well, you feel it, but you don't really feel it. Like and you know especially like funnily enough the adrenaline dump after, so guarantee you it didn't hurt the worst until he was in hospital or the day after. Like the day after kind of pain, I don't want to feel that, but like the
Yeah,
adrenaline pumping in the moment probably took away like probably like
yeah, it takes a
50% of
hefty
it.
amount.
And then
Yeah,
also
that's true.
like the post-fight adrenaline is like gonna keep away a little bit as well. And then he's gonna get
Mm.
into the back of the car, like it'll hit a little bit more once he gets to the back room and he's just chilling with his friends and family. His wife's out here picking up his teeth, and then like
Ah, a lower jaw as well.
oh
Lower jaw is
man,
like, oh
shit
man,
is
that's
actually
nasty.
wild. Shit is actually wild.
Crank.
But then this is the thing, right?
But yeah.
It's one of those where
Mm.
like it's it's annoying that you have such a talent in Hamza who's just so inconsistent, who's just so unreliable. So now you've got to.
Never used to be. That's the worst part. Never used to be.
Uh, the people say never used to be. He fought so egregiously quick early on. I don't even know if you can use that as a
Burnt
benchmark.
out. Burnt out. You'd say.
Nah,
You
not
think he
even.
was like? Obviously, he was fighting cans. So I mean, it's sad to say, but when you're fighting people who are so below your actual level,
Yeah,
you can fight like
easily
that.
molestable.
But then you can't. Yeah, but then you can't go and be like, oh, I'm gonna fight Sean Strickland, fucking Duplessis, and then Robert Whitaker in a row because you're gonna need a bit of
Mm.
a time for that, right? So obviously, the higher you go up, the more time you're gonna need between fights. But now it's gotten to the point where it's like you're barely fighting.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where like
He's not injured, is he? I
no,
don't
no, no,
think
no.
he
He's
is.
scheduled to fight Sean in it. He's his fight
Yeah.
with Sean's I think May 5th. To be
Mm.
fair, let me have a little look at that fight card because it is one of those things where like he
Because I follow the UFC, I follow some of these fighters, and it's like, bro, like, where is the promotion to this?
there's not well this is the thing. Dana White's like he now you've got a subscription
They
thing.
know it's focusing on fucking slap
No,
fight and
he's focusing on his Zuffa boxing, man.
on his Zuffa boxing, and
Trying to
then
take over Eddie Hearn and what's his
uh,
face? Uh
beef with Eddie Hearn will be the death of his promotion, death of the
So
UFC.
he's got the backing of Turkey Al Sheikh because the biggest reason why the whole
Yeah.
money shit happened with like all the
Mm.
fighters coming out and being like, oh, why aren't we getting this, is because
Yeah.
Conor Ben, who is not a world title fighter yet, yeah, not hasn't got a belt to his
Mm.
name, yeah, he literally just fought on the Tyson card, yeah,
Yeah.
again when Tyson fought against Makhmudov, dud fight. But yeah, he fought on that Tyson card against an ex-champion and made an absolute chore of it. Yeah, so he's not looking like he's picking up any belts anytime soon. Got paid 15 million for that fight. 15 million. You didn't know who Conor Ben was before that fucking before that
The
Eubanks
Eubanks.
fight. Yeah, you
Yeah,
did
no, I
not know who
didn't.
Conor Ben
No
was.
idea. No idea who that
Yeah,
was.
just
Yeah.
for the casuals out there, yeah, and the Wahids of the audience, yeah. Conor Ben Jr. is the son like of his father. What? But like I'm gonna kill myself. But
His father, he says.
his
Crazy.
dad was a world champion, yeah, and like his dad and Eubanks' dad had those fights, yeah, like back in the day,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I went back and watched their fights. Absolutely amazing, yeah.
But that is what promoted this
That's what
fight,
promoted
though.
this fight. So even to be
Yeah.
honest, even in the boxing community, no one was really that hot on either of those dons because they knew both of them were only that big, that famous, had that many
Was their
chances
dads,
because of their
yeah.
dads, right? So you got that
Nepo
situation.
babies.
Then he beats Junior, yeah, after losing to Junior, yeah. And then Junior's thinking, oh, I'm gonna get the trilogy. Bro's like, no, 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 I'm going down. I'm not gonna like, hear you complain about the weight drain again. Now he's like, oh, I want to get some belts because he's got a bit of clout now. He's hot to the
Yeah.
touch. But then he's never been that good a fighter. He's never gonna be able to beat the like Shakur Stevensons of this. Shakur Stevens will mince him,
Fucking
will
hell, bro.
mince
That's
him.
yeah.
Like he had a fight the other day, right? And I just thought, like, it's there's levels to it. There's levels to it. Like I know Conor Ben's got heart, like, but there's levels to it. But this is why people are like, well, how the hell is he paying 15 million for Conor? Like to start with, Turkey Al Sheikh paid the 15 million, not Dana White. Yeah,
Yeah, fair.
and like
Dana White would never.
that's the Deontay Wilder money.
I said 2 million, take it or leave it, bro.
Footnote,
Fuck if that.
just for context, it's still 0-0. Arsenal Sporting Lisbon. Yeah, any of you scummy Arsenal fans watching this, how do you watch this shit? How do you watch this shit? Like genuinely speaking,
Do it.
like these men have been atrocious for the last 2 months. Absolute bottle jobs, yeah. The Emirates is a quiet ass stadium on a good day, let alone with this kind of ball playing. But I digress. Yeah, the whole situation with like the fighters is because like the pay-per-view model ain't there and Dana White don't care as
Yeah.
much. He's just looking for the next new thing in it. He's like anyone. He loves a new toy. So that's why the Dana White
Yeah.
Dana White's Contender Show came out, and then he's always like hyping up every single Dana White Contender Series fighter,
Yeah.
and then Power Slap comes out, and he's meat riding Power Slap, and then
Oh my
Turkey Al
god. That
Sheikh, is coming out with like he wants to make boxing better, so then Zuffa Boxing's, that's his new toy, right? Like
yo, tell Turkey Allah Sheikh to go to fucking rugby and tell them to make money. Cause bro, oh man, I had this whole discussion like with you. I've had this with you a
multiple
minute ago.
times, multiple
But
times.
it's like, bro, oh man, if you guys don't know the story, I'll bring the story up. But we used to play rugby as kids, innit?
Hold tight, pin a
And
rugby
like
club.
we were mad invested in rugby. And then I remember like being like 15 or 15, I don't remember, 15 years old or something. And I was looking up, how much do rugby players make? And I was like, what? And it was like the only guys I knew who were making decent money was it Johnny Wilkinson or something?
So it's because in the UK there's like pay caps for rugby players, but the reason why
Yeah.
Johnny Wilkinson was the highest paid is because he moved to France. Yeah,
Yeah, he
if you
did,
play
yeah.
rugby in France, you'll be all right. You'll be more
Mm,
than all right because they don't have that same pay cap. But France is the only other like country like outside of like Australia, basically, and New Zealand, of course. But like
yeah.
New Zealand is a smaller country as well with smaller infrastructure. So France is mainly the heaviest hitter. So
Yeah.
you go there for the money and the quality of the league. You could say
Mm,
Ireland, but like it's the one thing about rugby, like in terms of the way the leagues work, in football is different. Yeah, like if you go to any Premier League team in football, they've got players from multiple countries, right?
yeah.
Rugby, their leagues are primarily their countrymen.
Their
So
country, yeah, man.
like,
Yeah.
for instance, Leinster, right? Leinster is the best team in Ireland, yeah, and they
Mm,
also not too long ago they've won a couple like rugby equivalent Champions Leagues, yeah. But the Leinster team is essentially the Irish team to such a degree that when like the Irish Federation were trying to build a plan to try and get Ireland to win the World Cup, yeah, their plan started from like the academies and also teams like Leinster. Like I'm
okay.
butchering the name
Yeah.
low key, but like it was like, oh, if we can get our best Irish team playing a certain way of rugby, most of the players that will have for the national team will be playing for Leinster. So
Mm, okay.
it's one of those ones. So like when Johnny Wilkinson went to France, that's why he was the highest player because not only is the
Yeah.
name, but it's in a league where that don't happen. But also,
Yeah, it makes
like,
sense.
there's so many situations with current rugby teams like getting put in a split. For instance, Wasps, yeah,
Mm. Wasps, yeah, I heard that.
man, long day, man, actually long
It
day.
used to be like a
A
decent a
genuine team,
decent
a genuine team.
a genuine
Like
team, bro.
it's one of those ones. And now you've got this kind of situation where it's just like, oh, like, well, they're in an administration, and like you've got a couple teams here and there, but like it's just
Saracens are still about, right? They must still be
yeah,
about.
like, but it's the fans, it's the exposure, it's the TV deals, it's the sponsorships, like it's the
I don't
caliber of the
understand,
sponsorships
man.
rather, and also
Yeah, no, that's it is.
you've got
Yeah,
to
caliber.
change
Yeah,
the perception of it, yeah? Like, not the perception, but maybe the entry of it, because the old adage, football is a, hooligan, like gentlemen's games.
hooligans, played by hooligans, and then rugby's a hooligan sport played by gentlemen,
Exactly.
right?
So
Yeah,
every man that plays rugby, these men are all grammar school kids. They're all private school kids. They
yeah,
all got two
mm,
parents at home. They're all little schmucks. Them
yeah.
ways there,
Fair.
man. Like, so it's it's a case of like, what do they need to worry about? Like, you know, extra money
Yeah, so they
for.
don't really think too much about. But then again, it's like for me, it was like rugby was such an old sport. It was older than football.
Mm,
So it's
Boy,
like
Max
the
Dahman's
fact
coming
that
on. Max Dahman, they're bringing on a minor. They're bringing on a minor. Sorry, go on.
the fact that someone clipped that, you know.
Wait,
But
let me tell you something.
the fact that the sport's this old and the money's not in it is so demoralizing because can you imagine putting your blood, sweat, and tears into a sport that requires a lot of you to take a lot of
Mm,
damage? Even as kids, you're taking a lot of damage doing rugby. Let's be real.
nah, it's
And then you go from that, and then you're like, okay, cool. I want to do this professionally, and they're telling you what 50 to 80 grand.
bro.
You're having a fucking giraffe.
Here's an example of how rough it is for kids, right? Remember when we went to Great Yarmouth on that trip?
Oh
Yeah,
fucking hell!
hold tight. Yeah, it was a little trip though, wasn't it?
It was decent. It was decent. Fucking hell, great. Yo, I haven't had that in a
But
minute.
so like context, we went on our team that year played really like exceptionally well, like literally basically won I think all, if not one of our games in the league, right? So we got invited to this like tournament in Great Yarmouth, but it was like it was a lot of good schools, private schools, good clubs and shit like that. So we got our asses, we got touched every match, yeah. But
Yeah,
every match, yeah. But like the thing about us, we were a gritty bunch, so we didn't mind like as long as we could stamp on a couple people, but they just were so much better organized.
so much
So
technically
it was just
better. Just
accept like
they know a lot of them had like a A, B
yeah,
team and stuff like that,
yeah, nah,
and
fuck
we
that.
just had that
It was
team.
just it was just
We
us,
just
right? But
just us. Yeah.
we had this one kid on our team called Jamil, yeah. Now Jamil was half Irish, half Indian, so by definition he's the most hardworking person in the world. And Jamil, although he was short in stature and pretty thin as well, relatively wiry, Jamal Musiala, the English German man, yeah, crazy. He kept changing his allegiance before he finally decided to go for Germany. But anyway, Jamil, right? He could tackle anyone. I remember one day, like we were doing a little training session, and he 100% completely tackled the coach. Completely, all you saw was just legs. Yeah, bro was on the floor, crazy. So there was not a tackle that Jamil couldn't not only complete, pattern, but
Mm,
just he was the guy. Bro got into one
yeah.
tackle, cracked his head open.
I
Genuinely
remember
cracked his head
that.
open.
Yeah.
Fucked like really fucked up. And then yeah, his mum was like, he's never playing rugby again. His dad was like, you joking? Do you mean
Yeah.
he's never playing rugby again?
I said dust him off, dust
You
him
know who
off,
I
man.
am.
And that's the thing. It's like it's dangerous from the get go,
Mm,
and then you're telling these kids who've been playing rugby since they were like what single digit
mm.
ages till 18 that the max they're going to be making is if they push it maybe a hundred few hundred maybe 100K. That's if they're like don't you have to be a forward though?
I think it's actually just a case of you just got to be the
Sometimes
guy.
I know positions you have to be the guy, right? So I know number one you'll get paid like the most. I know tight end gets paid better than I could be wrong. I can't remember
Oh,
which
to be
one.
fair,
One of the two,
actually,
one of those
a
two.
lot of the time
Yeah,
it tends to be the scrum halves. You know,
some halves, right?
yeah, scrum halves, fly halves, and then yeah, it depends on
The
the
fly offs are little clowns behind us because it'd be like one, two, three, two behind us, and then the wankers, the flanker.
hold tight the wankers. Yeah. Yeah, I was
My
always the
days, bro.
second row. Hold tight, second rows in.
Second row,
Hold tight,
right?
second
Yeah,
rows in.
no.
The real driving force of the scrum.
Tight end
You've got the fucking props just sat there for
props
show.
just.
Yeah, we're literally the one moving your legs. Yeah,
Yeah, fair,
all
fair,
you do
fair,
is just
fair.
hold on to man. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, no, we because we're holding on to the fucking to middle man.
Nah, you got to deep it. Yeah, we are literally we're the
I've
core.
got to grab man's waist and just be like
We're the
to get that
core of the
locked
whole
in.
scrum, yeah, yeah. Because I'm holding, I've got my shoulder on the prop and the hooker, yeah, and I'm binded
And the
on
hooker,
to the
yeah.
other like second row, whilst yeah, man, yeah, we're the actual movers of the scrum. Fuck you, mean, mate, yeah.
It was,
Second
oh,
rows
bro,
in, second rows in,
second rows in, bro.
yeah.
Didn't they change the name? They changed the wording for it because it used to be touch, bind, pause, engage or something. They changed it for some fucking reason. They kept changing it.
Something set, yeah.
Set us
Yeah,
like,
I'm
oh my
like,
god,
you know
bro.
what? It's just I just go on the last one. Oh,
Yeah, but you guys
oh.
just want to be technical for no reason. If the ref doesn't see it, it didn't happen. Anyway, last any last topics you want to talk about before we end it here? This is actually the longest podcast I've actually
Oh, it's
had.
actually.
Funnily enough, yes, actually,
It's just
fair
it's
enough.
just the yap in our DNA, isn't it?
Yeah, to say, damn, fucking hell,
Oh,
fair enough.
uh,
Uh,
last.
last thing I was gonna mention, was the Artemis thing. Because that I don't know, we're both engineers here, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
That
yeah.
yeah, so it just pissed us off. Oh, pissed me off mostly, seeing that people didn't believe the Artemis guys came back from space, and I was like,
I ain't got
you
time
know
for that.
what? I see so many Americans online that I forget that 80% of them are dumb, or 80% of them didn't pass high school, or they dropped out after high school. Because a lot of Americans are stupid. I'm sorry, guys, but like a lot of you guys are really dumb, bro. Like, it's not us being pretentious; it's the basic stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And
The
some
viewership at
people
this
are
point just. Broop.
the Americans are just
Although to be
they're like, oh
fair,
my god, I can't believe you pretentious British guys. But
you
bro,
you've got to
shut
be a
up,
little
innit?
bit
Like,
self-aware as well at the same time. Like, it's just it's one of those things of you man tend to be like the most hilarious dons. Like, yeah,
yeah,
chocolate milk comes from brown cows type of niggas. Like,
yeah, genuinely. Like someone was saying, why did the Artemis shuttle land in the water instead of on the ground? And I was
nah. See, the thing
okay,
is, I'm a busy guy, so my head's spinning like a top on a normal day, innit? So like by the
yeah,
time I've done my like first job, I jump onto the second job, do some jujitsu, watch some football, like watch analysis of the football, and then like try and watch Invincible. It's like 11:30 or 12, and I'm like, bruh,
yeah,
I'm all done, yeah. So when like I've got like a group chat with all my engineering like uni friends, and they were like, oh,
yeah.
like who's watching the launch and like having a little conversation about it. Like obviously, I actually did aeronautical engineering, so like it's one of them ones where like masters, whore. How's that BN?
I was not spending that extra year doing a master's for like
How's that
giving a
BN?
bachelor's. Fuck
But
off.
like it's a genuine like it's an amazing thing. Like especially when like we were doing
Mm.
stuff on like aerospace, like propulsion systems and stuff along those lines. It's exceptional. Like those that's level of engineering is just amazing. So when you've got absolute fucking keyboard worrying, you know, Play-Doh munching fools, yeah, chatting
Ray
about
on
this. It's
Ian,
just
you
like I
know.
can't even. Like, I've got too much stuff on my plate to see some like fools that can barely spell Wednesday. You try and talk about why is a space shuttle doing this and that. Allow it, cuz, yeah.
It's rage bait, and it works on me
Everything's
sometimes
rage
because
bait
I'm like,
nowadays.
bro,
Everything's
it's just
rage
so
bait.
much rage bait.
You go on your phone,
Oh man,
it's gonna be some girl like doing something to try and rage bait you about like that. You go on another thing, it's gonna be some like stupid manosphere fool like trying to rage bait you about that. Bruh, I
gods,
go on
yeah,
my stuff for football. It's people rage baiting about, about Olberg, about Tom Aspinall. For football, it's people rage baiting about
yeah.
United. Oh,
Don't get this man started on United. He lost it. He's lost it. He's lost it.
man. Oh man.
And the rage bait works. It's rage bait for a reason because it works sometimes. I'll be so real with
Fam.
you.
Fam. Oh
Can't
man.
fucking stand a lot of them.
Fam, we're so, like it's so jarring. It's actually so jarring. We lost to Leeds. It's not like we just lost to any old team. We lost to Leeds,
Leeds is crazy. I'll be
and
so
then
real with you. And I don't even watch
yeah,
football.
nah, it's yeah. Sorry to deviate the last, hui, to deviate the last thought,
Leeds,
but
man said.
yeah. So everything's nowadays is rage bait. So when these men come on to there, like, oh my god, the space shuttle, is it even real? And it's just like I can't even give it any.
Can't entertain that. Can't
Can't
give it any
entertain
weight,
it.
bro.
Can't water those
Nah,
plants because it's actually like it'll get me twisted because it's people like
genuinely.
you can't explain basic like
Bro, no, these people will fight over the wrong
no
thing and they'll just sit over there and rage bait you because you can't
yeah
convince
with
them.
no knowledge as well. These men have no
No
knowledge about
knowledge.
nothing. Yeah, couldn't do a quadratic equation to save their life, but they're trying to talk about space shuttles. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like broski, you can't file your taxes. Yeah, learn about percentages, cuz about space shuttles.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you're not that
days,
guy,
bro.
bro. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, everything nowadays is rage bait. So you know,
But see, just gotta leave it at
you got,
that. But yeah,
yeah.
clowns. I do. But yeah, so that was the last topic I have. Any last thoughts you got for the
I'm
podcast?
gonna keep it sweet. United better get top four, man. Like I'm going to watch the Brentford game 2 weeks from now on the Monday, and we better do well. So yeah, we better do well, man. Because although I am the lucky charm, I've never been to a game that we've lost. Yeah, like
So you better be there
I was
then.
at the 5-4 Leon match. I'm the lucky charm. Yeah, like
Oh,
yeah, nah,
5-4's an
bro,
insane
bro.
stat.
So yeah, hopefully we can do some good soup. So we just need to get top four, man. Sick of this one game a week shit, man.
Lol. But yeah, I didn't. Shout out to United, even though I fucking hate them. I'm a Chelsea. I used to be a Chelsea fan, but I don't watch football no more. So what does it matter? But yeah. So it's been Circus Podcast. Thank you guys for watching. This is this clown's first time on the pod, so done decently, done decently. Let us know if you want a repeat offender on on the podcast. Let us know in the comments if you like it. Follow, share, subscribe, all that bullshit. And see you guys in the next one. Peace. And then now it's got a load, 99%.